Okay, welcome back everyone. We just finished page 1 and now we're on to page 2. I've got my 2 in the upper left corner and I will set that aside and give you your measurements. Okay, so for flap A, you're going to cut 7 7/8 by 4, and that's 2 lines before 8. B is 7 7/8 by 3. C is 7 7/8 by 5 1/4. D is the same as B, so that's 7 7/8 by 3. And E is a pocket, and that is 9 1/8 by 4. So get those all cut and bring out the scoreboard, and we will score them together. So you can hit pause here, get those cut, and then rejoin me and we will score them. So let's start with A. So on your sheet that I gave you in the walkthrough, it tells you which side should be facing up, or meaning across the top of the scoreboard. So A flap is going to have the 4-inch side facing along the top. I'm going to have my flat side up and score this at 1/2 inch. Okay, B, I'm going to have the 3-inch side facing the top. C, and I labeled these all in pencil. So C is going to have the 5 1/4 inch side facing the top. D, same as B, 3-inch side up. And E is the pocket, so I'm going to have the long side. Start with that, and that will be the open side. Give it a turn, and we'll do the long side here. And let's get these taped. Find my little tear tool. Here it is. Okay. So I'll just work backwards. I'll start with the E. And then we're going to press this all down with our bone folder. So let's cut the corner on this one, same like we did before. Go up to that intersection point and turn out. So let's bring down our pocket page here, and let's start with A. right here. So A is a right flap, so we're gonna put it on this side. I'm gonna turn here so I can just do it better. And I will put this down, same like we did before. There's a little bit of space gonna be to the left and right, not much, just a little bit there. And I'm gonna bring it to the edge of this pocket with my thumbs guiding me. And just slowly put that down. All right, now one of the skinny ones, either B or D, they're the same, but what I'm gonna do here is put this facing this way. So it's going to be right at the edge of this A flap, like that, okay? I am going to corner around this one, so I think I'm just gonna do it before I put it down. I think it's just a little easier. I just gave it a small corner rounding. That's optional. So I've got it lined up to the left and right. It's at the edge of this A flap. And then I'm gonna look very carefully and bring this right to the edge here. There. So it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna be able to pull it like that. And we will magnetize that shortly. Let's do the other side. So that is C, and C is a left flap. So I've got my number 2 right here, and I am going to do the same thing. I'm just leaving a little bit of space to the left and right, and I'm bringing it right to the edge with my thumbs. I can feel that's the edge. All right, and this flap, I am going to stay consistent and give that a little corner round. Sometimes the tape when you peel off. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna turn it like this because I am gonna go, this flap is gonna be right at the edge of this. So this open side faces the open end of your pocket. So this is now in the middle of the book, and I am gonna look left and right. It's the same length as this C flap, and I'm gonna bring it right to the edge. I can feel it with my thumbs. All right, that's on the edge. This, I'm gonna reposition this. I'm off by a little hair, but I didn't press down, so it's not gonna take much. That's why the undo comes in handy, and there we go. It's right to the edge. Okay, so now it will be like this. Okay. If by chance you notice that your papers overlap here, which mine seem to do, I don't know how that happened, I am going to scoot this side further back a little. So I'm actually glad this happened on tape. Then in case that ever happens to you, it's hard when you have doors essentially that are right next to each other. I should have looked. Basically what I would suggest, I mean, it doesn't take much to position this, but I would hold one side down like that and then have this, just leave this a little bit of space, and that's where I will let it down. Okay, so now they don't overlap. Okay, so now I'm going to put my pocket on the inside and just take off that bottom piece. Okay. And then now we're looking left and right, and there's going to be a little bit of space to the left and right, so these flaps can go over this pocket. So you want to be before that score line. and bring it right to the bottom. And that is it. And that's it. All we need now is our magnets. So let's put, I'm gonna put 2 here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put 2 here and 2 under here on each side. And I'll tape that down. And let's put the opposite magnet down. All right. Okay, and then I'm gonna put 2 right here. So this kind of layout does use magnets. Fair amount. See, I have a leftover piece right here. So right up in the corner there. Right. And then we'll do the same thing to the other side. Okay, and now this side. This was actually the first page I designed because I really love the whale tail paper with the little tail sticking out. And that is what's going to go on one of these skinny pieces. Leave the B flap. So I will show you that when we're done with the magnets. I'll show you which papers I chose. All right, and then we'll put 2 up here. Actually, yeah, this wants, I have the others, I think I have the opposite magnet on the other side, so I'm gonna put my minus down first on this side. Sometimes the manufacturer mislabels. It happens every once in a while. They put a plus, it's really a minus. So I didn't want the one underneath to be repelling this one. So whichever one makes it stick is the one you'll use. No, that goes there. Okay, and I'll just fold this over. Boy, it's stuck there good. On. All right. And that is our page. It goes like this. Whoops, I'm upside down. Goes like that. And let me show you the papers that I picked. Okay, so like I said, I designed it so that this flap would be small enough to fit this whale tail. On the 8x8 pad, you'll have a sheet of paper that has 3 sections. One of them is this whale tail. So I put that there. And like I said, you measure it with your pencil. Just take a little pencil mark and put it so that your whale winds up right there. The reverse side is this water paper. And here it is again. And then this side, this I believe came from that icicle. I mean, there's like a glacier back here. This is a 12x12 piece. I can see from the scale of it. And this is just another piece that I had left over that matched it. This, I believe, came from the 8x8. And the pullout is just a solid piece. So when you open it up, I've got the water paper here, which goes along with this picture, and the water over here. I put a chipboard whale at the top here. I made a little photo mat and put a whale up here. Here's the glacier paper. I put that on the pocket, and the leftover, I believe, is what went here. I made a little booklet out of there was a whole sheet of these cutouts, and I put the back of one piece, front of this. I made a few of those and put them throughout the book. So that is it. And it's just really cute. I just love the way this goes. So I hope you like it. And next video, we are on to page 3.